Hello friends, welcome to my brand new YouTube channel Infinity. If you have the hunger to learn something new and different, this is the perfect place for you. Here I will discuss about interesting facts about space and science. Today our topic of discussion is the very mysterious black holes. I think you all want to learn about black holes, how it works and how everything goes around it. But before our trip to black holes, don't forget to subscribe the channel. So before knowing about black holes, we should know that what is escape velocity. I believe that you all know about escape velocity, but also I will mention it again. So the escape velocity is nothing but the minimum velocity with which a body must be projected vertically upward in order that it may just escape the gravitational field of the object is called the escape velocity. The escape velocity is different in different planets and star system. Like on Earth, the escape velocity is 11.2 km per second. Now we all know that escape velocity is equal to root over 2 gm by r, where g is the universal gravitational constant, m is the mass of the escaped object, and r is the radius of the object. So if the r starts to decrease, then there will be a point when the escape velocity will be greater than speed of light. For this, even light will not be able to come out from there and it will become a black hole. If you squeeze the earth to one semi-radius, then it will become a black hole. But it is impossible. Only massive stars can transform into black holes. Now this process occurs through supernova. I think you all have heard of supernova. It is one of the most beautiful and destructive events of our universe. When a massive star runs out of nuclear fuel to support itself against gravity, it collapses in upon itself. When this collapse happens, it does so very quickly, which results in the generation of massive shock waves that cause the outer part of the star to explode. When the core collapses, the blast wave slams into the dense material above, which thwarts the explosion. Instead of creating a supernova, the star implodes, forming a black hole. Now, the most parts of an atom is empty. The positive nucleus is in the center and electrons rotate around it. Now, if you put the electrons on the nucleus, the size of the atom will decrease. The whole atom will bound into its nucleus, and that very process occurs during supernova. The star squeezes, and its radius becomes so tiny that the escape velocity of the star becomes more than the speed of light, and it transforms into a black hole. This happens due to heavy heat and pressure. Now you will say that, well, that's good, but it's not so mysterious as you told. But now I will say you something which is completely my personal theory. Due to a very close compaction, the black holes are very dense and heavy. The density and weight of black holes are beyond our measure. It is nearly equals to infinity. By the way, do you know that according to string theory, there are 11 dimensions and time is the fourth dimension? Now I believe that our first three dimensions, I mean the x, y and z dimensions, are parallel to the time curve. Well, this image is not so clear, but if you have the ideas about graph, then you will know that the continuous lines are the xyz curve and the dotted lines are the time curve. The time dimension is parallel to our known three dimensions. That's why we can go to the negative sides of the xyz curve but can't travel to past, because we don't exist and can't feel the fourth dimension. You should know that according to general theory of relativity, the space is not empty. I mean, it acts like a seat, and when you put a heavy object on a seat, its surface becomes down. The same process happens to black holes. The heavy weight and density of black holes make a huge collapse on the seat and combines both the time and our known three dimensions. So that means through black holes we can travel to another dimension. Oh, it's amazing. And this pathway is called wormhole. Now we will say that light doesn't come out of black holes. Then how we can identify it? In this case, I would say that a black hole is too hungry, so it always assumes food in terms of stars and space debris. So when it swallows a star into a ring of fire creates around it, and that sight is really awesome. Also, the black holes are very nasty eater, so it throws a huge amount of powerful rays from it which it has swallowed from the stars. These rays are so strong that it can destroy our total solar system in a second. And the last question which can come to our mind is that what is inside a black hole? The black holes are so dense that a spoon of black hole is heavier than the total mass of our solar system. Now scientists believe that there is a point of singularity at the center of black holes. Singularity is a location in space-time where the density and gravitational field of a celestial body is predicted to become infinity. Here the matters are compressed to infinite tiny point and all concepts of time and space completely break down. But the radius of the singularity is unknown to all. Also matters inside it acts differently than our known particles. Now if you think that I will go to another dimension by the help of my space shuttle through black holes, you don't have to wait for it, because when you enter into the event horizon you will feel a massive force of attraction and you will start to stretch up. At last, when you will reach to the point of singularity, you will become a noodle, so don't think about it. For your kind information, the event horizon is a point from where it is totally impossible for an object to come out of the gravitational attraction of the black hole. It is like the edge of a waterfall from where you can never turn your boat. Actually, black hole is such a topic for which one single video isn't enough. But I believe that today you have learned something new. So give a like to the video and bye bye for